Good morning, guys. Good morning. How is everybody doing today? Check in a couple of things. Cool. On. Yeah. Good morning and welcome. It's another bright, dry day, which is lovely. I know, I'm so British. I'm talking about the weather. Oh, oh well. So yeah, good morning. For those of you who are new to my live streams, my name is Tally, and I'm just popping online every single day just to be here for you guys, to offer some insight, some inspiration, some support. And we're also going to be doing a lot of yoga, a lot of breath. Just a good chance for us to start our day in the right way. So yeah, wherever we are, I just want you to know that this space right here online is absolutely good for you guys just to feel a little bit of connection, of support, and a sense of this being your space to do something good for yourself. So this next hour is all about you and all about movement and connection. So let me see who's online. How are we doing? Good to see you this morning, Margaret, on the gram. How are you doing? And yeah, see a couple of people on YouTube too. So feel free to drop in and let me know how you're feeling, what's come up, if anything's changed in the last day for you, how you're doing, and what you feel like you need today to feel your best. And if it's cat cameos, then your day has just been made. So I know from my experience that this may actually be the perfect time for us to talk a little bit about expansion and contraction. I find that contraction often almost has a negative connotation. The word contract, to turn in, to get small, to shrink, to hold ourselves back. While expansion can mean the opposite of opening up, of moving, of being receptive, creative, being growing, getting bigger, taking up space. But I don't think the idea of contraction or the idea of expansion, I don't think either of them are right or wrong. And I think it's absolutely based on what we need at the time. So yeah, this idea of contraction, of shrinking, of turning in, of getting small, getting tight, getting closed off, sometimes that's exactly what we need in the short term, at least. So yeah, for example, if you notice that you've been a little bit anxious or stressed, the tendency with these emotions, with these feelings, are to contract, to turn in, to shrink, to get tight, to close off. Because that's what will help us kind of deal with the situation. And that's okay, again, in the short term. But as time goes on, I think it's helpful for us to cultivate this idea of expansion instead of opening up, of being receptive, of getting big, taking up space. And that's what we're going to be moving through today, this idea of expansion. A little bit of contraction thrown in here and there as well. So when we breathe, we are physically expanding and contracting the ribcage. When we feel, maybe our feelings are making us expand, or maybe they're making us feel contracted and small. Again, I'm not here to point fingers and say that one or the other is better or worse than the other. More of this idea that we need to find what serves us both now and in the long term. So I'm curious if anybody wants to drop in. I always like to make this kind of a little bit interactive, so it's not just me kind of talking, physically talking at the camera, but it's also a chance for me to connect with you guys and see what's going on for you. So I'd love to hear if anybody has had if anybody can relate with these ideas of expansion and contraction, maybe in the last week or two, or maybe at points in your lives, whether you've had some times where you've needed to pull back and contract. Maybe you've had times you've been able to expand and grow. Yeah. Again, different times we'll be doing different things. And if anybody wants to kind of explore out loud or by typing what these ideas are meant to you over the course of however now or in the past, and feel free to let me know. And also feel free to jump in and let me know what you feel like you need right now. There's a concept of contracting and turning inwards and being small. Does that feel like it serves you in this moment? Or does the idea of expansion, this seems to be the obligatory physical emblem of expansion right now? Whether this idea of expanding, of growing, of being big, open, what do you feel like you need? Expansion, strength. Yeah, thanks so much for jumping in and letting me know that. Really appreciate that, Keely. Yeah, because as I said, at first, when we're going through something in the short term, then yeah, we may want to just kind of turn in. But in the long term, I absolutely know that, or I personally believe at least, that maybe we need a little bit more expansion to help us get strong and to grow and to feel better. So we're going to do a little bit of, or quite a bit of yoga practice today using these two concepts. So moving through and working with these ideas of expansion and contraction. Also, as always, having a chance to breathe, to come back to our breath. And if there's anything else you guys feel like you need, then feel free to hop on in the comments and let me know that too. I'm, as always, flexible. Yoga pun. But seriously, I'm always flexible in the idea that I'm here to support you guys and your needs, and I'm happy to move and support you guys in the way that you feel like you guys need. So at any point in this hour, time flies, any point in this 55 minutes that you feel like you want to raise any point, if you have any kind of questions or need any advice, then let me know. I want this community to feel really supportive and connected. So we're here to support each other. Yeah. So I'm trying something a little bit different today in that I'm bringing, well, my mat is further back, not the most dramatic different thing ever, but I'm going to be a little bit further back just so you guys can kind of see all of me. I've kind of had enough of being a headless yoga teacher, as I have been in a couple of videos, both my private clients and on these live streams. So I've changed it a little bit, but let me know if it becomes a problem with you guys not being able to hear me or anything like that. Just give me a shout and I will fix that. Cool. So yeah, let's all find a space where we have the room to move. If you have a yoga mat, then great. As always, if you've got carpet, that's fine too. And if you have a wooden floor and no mat, you may want to get a cushion or two for your knees. We're going to start seated or kneeling. And if neither of those feel comfortable for you, you're welcome to grab a chair and sit on your sofa or the chair or in the bed, wherever you are right now. So while yesterday we spent quite a bit of time relaxing and restoring our energy levels, today we're going to move a lot more and cultivate this idea of expansion, of strength, and giving ourselves a little bit of chance to move and feel more open, as well as some opportunities to kind of round and turn our attention inwards, but in a really positive, kind of compassionate towards ourselves way. So yeah, although we're going to be moving a lot more than yesterday, we're going to start in a bit of stillness, just so we give ourselves a chance to cultivate our connection to our breath, and also give ourselves the opportunity to move through this meditation that we have been moving through the last week. Happy week, guys. So let's start either, again, seated, kneeling, sit on a chair, lie in a bed, whatever you feel like you need. We're going to place our palms downwards. So our palms will be placed on either on our thighs, like on our lap, or on our knees. But we're going to place our palms down. And this in itself is an action of grounding. It can also be an intention of turning ourselves inwards, of keeping everything within, which I guess kind of comes into this idea of contraction, right? I just notice how it feels with your palms facing down. Notice your shoulders and your arms. Maybe your shoulders are rounding forwards a little bit, which will happen organically with our palms facing down anyway. Close down the eyes and notice how it feels across the front body, so across the shoulder, fronts of your shoulders, your collarbones. And just witness how it feels to breathe with our palms facing down too. Observing your breath. Just noticing the impact that palms facing down has on your physical body, your energetic body, on your breath, and on your mind. I always see palms down as a symbol of kind of shutting off, of closing off. So let's now explore the opposite, turning your palms up. So your palms are still resting on your thighs, on your knees, on your lap. I don't know about you, but this simple action of change invites within me a sense of freedom across the front body. In a literal sense now, our upper arm bones are kind of externally rotating, so getting freedom through the shoulder joints. Maybe you feel more broadness across your collarbones. As a result, maybe you're finding it a little bit easier to breathe. This change may be subtle or it may be quite dramatic. Our experience is our own. Keep our palms facing up. For the duration of this meditation, if you need to adjust your stance, you're welcome to. And just take a few breaths to get grounded. In yoga, we often say that when our palms are up, we are literally demonstrating to the universe or a higher power, to the greater world, that we are open, that we're receptive to receiving energy. Whatever that means for you. Maybe that energy is calm or love or peace. Maybe that energy is strength or power. Perhaps this simple action of palms facing up for you is an invitation to get inspired or creative, to think bigger. Drop your attention deeper into the breath, so that everything else melts away, even if just for a fraction of a second. Be aware of where your breath is coming from, whether you're breathing into the chest or into the belly or into both areas. Explore whether you can move into this gentle two-part breath. So on the inhale for your belly raise, and then your chest. And as you breathe out, chest falls, belly falls. Or as always, the other way around if that feels better for you. Inhale, belly rises, chest rises. Belly falls or chest falls first as you breathe out. All I'm going to cue now as we continue to breathe here, I'm just going to say 1, 2, 1, 2. And that'll be the two-part breath. So the 1, 2 will be the inhale, and the 1, 2 will be an exhale. Just take a slow, steady breath in on your own. And a slow, steady breath out. Just pausing where you are. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2. In, 1, 2. Out, 1, 2. In, 1, 2. Out, 1, 2. In, 1, 2. Out, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Keep the breath. Keep this two-part breath moving through you. Thinking about expansion through the ribcage, to the belly, to the heart, to the chest, with every breath in. 360-degree expansion. And as you breathe out, soften through the contraction, relaxing, releasing the muscles that are helping the ribcage expand. Releasing any tension through the rest of your body too. So every breath in, we're thinking about front body expanding, side body expanding, and back body expanding, all in this two-part breath. As you breathe out, by cultivating the opposite, soften, deflate, a slight contraction, but keep it soft and relaxed. Take 5 more breaths like this. You've taken maybe 5 of these breaths. Gently release from this 2-part style breathing. Eyes can stay closed or gaze down. And place one hand across your forehead. The other hand to your heart. Checking in with your energetic self and your physical body. Hand on your heart, connecting you to the physical. And a hand on your forehead, connecting you to your energetic state, your subtle body. Feel the weight of both hands. This contact with yourself. As we sit here or lie here and breathe, so asking yourself, what do I need in this moment? Do I need to contract or to expand? As we move through this yoga practice, I invite you to ask these questions. Just check in with yourself a few times during the practice, during the flow. Try and gain this understanding, this awareness of what you can do off the mat through the rest of your day to achieve this state of expansion or contraction. Place the hand that is on your forehead. Now let's bring it to that on top of the hand on your heart. Let's take a few breaths into the heart space. Being grateful for all that you have, all that you are, all that you're able to do. Take a slow, steady breath in. As you exhale, release your hands. Palms can still face up to your lap or to your knees, to your thighs, down by your sides. Take a moment, take maybe 2 or 3 breaths to slowly, mindfully open your eyes. Take your time. And then once you feel ready to take in the world around you, can lift your gaze. It's going to just spend a moment just before we start moving. You guys can stay where you are. It's going to check in, see what's going on for you guys. If anybody has anything they want to say, if anybody has anything that came up, whether it's in regards to the expansion or contraction or anything else. Hey, Gillian, where's it, Gillian? Good to see you. So yeah, if anybody has anything that came up, if anybody wants to share anything, if anybody wants to let me know what you need. You're good? I think we're all good. Cool. So we're going to start moving. We're going to actually start standing. So when you guys feel ready, and if you guys are able to join in the yoga practice, if you're not able to actually move through a flow right now, for example, maybe you're sitting at your desk and you're on I know a lot of people are on kind of voice calls and things at the moment, but that's you. You're welcome to keep this in one ear. If you want to kind of be a part of the group, and don't feel like you have to sign out whenever we start flowing, whenever we start yoga. If you are able to move, gonna start, like I said, standing. Feet could be about hip width. I'm a dark shadow, aren't I? Oh dear. Such a bright day. All right, hope you guys can see me well enough. Let's bring our hands to our heart center for a moment. Palms can connect. Press your thumbs to your sternum and lift your sternum to meet your thumbs. Feel this already, this expansion through the front body. This broadening of the collarbones. This really simple act of just lifting up through the chest can have a really potent effect on how we feel mentally and physically. Let's take a deep inhale, reach your arms all the way out and up towards the sky. Maybe you find a gentle back bend here if that feels good for you. Tailbone draws down, lift the heart. And as we exhale, let's interlace our fingers behind our back. Arms can stay straight. Interlacing your fingers. Lift up through the heart. Again, inhale, roll your shoulders back. And as you breathe out, bend your knees as generously as you want. Bow your upper body over your legs. So act of contraction right here, right? Although our shoulders are open, we're bowing forwards, we're kind of making ourselves small, we're turning in. So again, let's breathe in. So we release your grip on your hands, straighten your legs, reach your arms all the way up. And exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll your shoulders open, lift the chest, inhale. And exhale, contract, soften knees, bow forwards. And one more time, just like that. Inhale, release your hands, bring your arms up, straighten your legs, and lift the heart. And exhale, expansion through the front body, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders open. Pause here, breathe in. Exhale, soften your knees and forward, arms up and away from your lower back. Breathe in, release your hands, come all the way up to high mountain. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Good. Take a moment or two here, take a breath. You always know it's about to get serious when I do my hair up. Serious business. All right. So we're going to move through, now that we kind of opened up, we've got this idea of contraction and expansion. We're going to move through a similar kind of standing sequence, just 4 poses that I think we did a good few days ago. Don't ask me which day. It's all a blur, but in a good way. Let's inhale, sweep our arms all the way up towards the sky. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart center in prayer. Cactus your arms as you breathe in. So you're going to bend our elbows to 90 degrees. Wrists stacked over your elbows, elbows align with the shoulders. As we breathe out through your tailbone south and lift the heart just a little bit. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, take hold of opposite elbows, contract, round forward, soften your knees, and make our way to ragdoll pose. The similar forward fold to where we were when our arms are up and over, away from our back behind us, but this time taking hold of opposite elbows, relaxing your head, contraction. Rounding inwards, making ourselves small. Take a slow, steady breath in right here. Exhaling, release your hands to the mat. Inhale, let's rise all the way up. Reach your hands to the sky, high mountain. Exhale, hands find our heart. And again, cactus your arms, rotate by south with the heart, breathe in. Exhale, round, take hold of your elbows and fold forwards. Take a slow, steady breath in right here, release your jaw. Exhale, relax your fingertips to the mat. We're going to add on this time, so find the halfway lift as we inhale. Hands can find your shins, find a long, straight back, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Contract. Inhale, let's airplane our arms. This might be new to some of you guys. We're going to bring our arms up towards the ceiling. Your palms will kind of face more in towards each other and then open them up so they're always facing down towards your feet. So opening up, expanding through the shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in right here. My shoulder blades on the shoulders, sorry. And exhale, deepen the bend into your knees, fingertips trace the earth. Almost like trying to low squat, so hips down towards your heels as low as you can. Then breathe in, high mountain pose, straighten your legs, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, hands find your heart. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, cactus your arms, rotate way down, lift the heart, expand. And exhale, ragdoll, catch your elbows, soften your knees and fold. Upper body draping over your legs. Pause here, breathe in. And exhale, release your fingertips to the mat. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, airplane your arms, fingertips reach to the sky, palms face forwards. And exhale, bend your knees, your fingertips trace the earth. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach your arms to the sky, power, high mountain. And exhale, hands to your heart. One more time, inhale, expand, lift the heart, cactus your arms. And exhale, contract, ragdoll, capture your elbows, start to hinge down. And pause here in your contract state, inhale. And fingertips to the mat, exhale, make it a tiny little ball. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen, expand through the spine. And exhale, contract, forward fold. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up and back in. Lengthen through the spine, long collarbones reaching forward. And exhale, bend your knees, fingertips to earth, but lift the chest a little. And inhale all the way up to high mountain, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands can find your heart. Good. Inhale, cactus your arms, going to add this into a full sun salutation. And exhale, dive down, forward fold, taking hold of your elbows, ragdoll on left side. Take a full steady breath in, right here. And exhaling, releasing your hands to the earth. It's going to incorporate a lot of pose in the middle now. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, listen up for the changes. Find high plank pose. Hands find the earth. And feet can travel back. As always, if high plank feels loads for your wrists, for your arms, for your shoulders, welcome to drop down to your knees and find a plank pose like that. That is all good. Wherever we are, we're thinking about our long spine, so not thinking about lifting the tailbone. We're not thinking about dropping the lower back. Thinking about this really steady line from our heels to the crown of our head. Pause here, just one more time, breathe in. And exhale, downward facing dog. So although in down dog, we're almost finding this kind of cozy style position through our front body, right? Like the fronts of our thighs and our chest are kind of drawing towards each other, chest back towards our legs. But can we think about expanding through our back instead? So the space in between your shoulder blades. Can you start to find some space there? So you mount your chest back, and you almost find a back bend through the space in between your shoulder blades. So really kind of melting right here, down. Breathe in, look forwards towards your hands. Bend your knees, lift your heels. And as you exhale, you can jump or step to the top of your mat. Find a halfway lift, flat back, breathe in. And forward fold, and breathe out. Inhale, airplane your arms, reach your hands up. And exhale, bend your knees, fingertips trace the earth, lift up through the ribcage a little. Inhale, high mountain, straight legs, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands find your heart. We'll add on a vinyasa variation too. Inhale, cactus your arms, tailbone draws down, lift the chest. Exhale, ragdoll, capture your elbows, soften your knees and fold. Pause here, breathe in. And exhale, relax your hands to the earth. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plank pose. So in a plank, in a normal vinyasa, and move through chaturanga, right, we're actually going to skip the chaturanga, which I'm sure nobody will ever complain about. We're going to find what's called a floating dog. So we took micro-bend your elbows, keep them drawing in towards your ribcage. Draw your hips down, and then draw your heart through your shoulders. This ultimate act of expansion through the chest. The toes will stay tucked. Again, micro-bend your elbows. If this feels too much, drop your knees and bend your elbows low. Pause for a breath in, maybe you're looking up slightly. And exhale, downward facing dog. Flowing through these poses one more time, or two more times maybe. Inhale, plank pose, round forwards. And exhale, floating dog, micro-bend your elbows. Again, a low cobra is there for you if you prefer. Inhale, right here, lift the heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, rounding forwards, high plank pose. Exhale, micro-bend your elbows, hips lower towards earth, lift the heart. Breathing in, heart forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Draw your right leg to the sky, inhale. And exhale, slowly step your right foot forward, just as far forward as you can. Adjust your stance when you arrive. So your feet, maybe a little bit, will rather your right foot, your right foot be a little bit further away from your left knee. Got kind of a long stance going on. Let's move into Anjaneyasana as you breathe in, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, pause, settle. Stay for a couple of breaths. Palms can face in towards each other. And see how it feels to melt the front of your left hip forwards and down. Find your breath. Look in between your hands, inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Let's tuck your left toes under. Lift that left knee as you breathe in. That's your back knee. Keep your left hand on the mat. Let's reach your right arm to the sky. So in, I come back a little bit. So in a twisted lunge. And twists in themselves can be an act of spiraling open, right, of expanding, especially through the front body. Find your breath. One more breath in. Exhale, lower your left hand to your right hand to the inside of your right foot. So both hands will be next to each other and they'll both be on the inside of the foot. What we're going to do from here, I'm actually just going to turn myself around just so you can see me a little bit better. What we're going to do is walk our hands down that left edge of your yoga mat. Turn your left toes, that was your back leg, a little bit towards the back left-hand corner. So the heel will be down and your foot will be kind of pointing backwards a little. You're going to bend into that left knee. And start to bring your right toes up towards the ceiling. So right heel down, right toes up. And the whole of that left foot will be down, so Skandasana. And this pose can be quite intense. If you find yourself more up here, that is all good. Just want us to keep that left heel down wherever we are. Lifting up through the heart, so find a long spine. Good, one more breath in here. And exhale, walk your hands back around to face the top of the mat. So both hands framing your right foot back to where we were. I switched sides. I'm just going to switch myself around. So coming back to normal lunge at the top of your mat. Press into your palms. And we'll step back down and facing dog. Pausing here for 2, maybe 3 breaths. Knowing that if you ever need to drop to your knees, that is all good. We're going to find tabletop child's pose at any point. Let's draw your left leg to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, step your left foot forwards again. Doesn't matter how far forward the foot gets. You can always adjust it in a moment. So we'll drop our right knee down. Again, lengthen your stance if you need, so left foot's forward. Just take a moment to find your breath. And sweep our hands to the sky, breathe in, Anjaneyasana. Your shoulders are feeling a little bit knackered, a little bit tired, you're welcome to keep your hands down by your sides if that feels better, of course. Pausing, lengthening. Relaxing our legs, melting the front of our right hip, that's our back leg, forwards and down. One more easy breath in. And exhaling, relax your hands down to the mat. Tuck your right toes under. Lift that right knee. Once again, we'll move into the twist first. So right hand this time will stay on the mat. And lift your left hand to the sky. You may want to widen your stance, so maybe bring your left foot left a little bit. Sometimes that can be helpful. Just give us a little bit more space to twist. Strong through that right arm. Grabbing a block or anything you need for that right hand if you need. Left fingertips reaching up towards the sky. Take a breath in. And exhale, left hand down to the inside of that left leg. So again, both hands will be on the inside of that left foot. So your hands will be together. We're going to take a little walk with our hands. This time down the right side of our mat. We're going to pivot round on our feet as we do. So right toes will end up pointing back. And we can bend into that right knee. Drop your hips towards the earth and start to lift your left toes. And this can be a really juicy stretch to say the least. If you find yourself a little bit more up here, that's fine. You may even want to bring those toes down for balance if you do. Keeping our right heel down though wherever we are. Lifting up through the upper body, long spine. Good, nice. One more inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back down that same side of your mat. Coming back round to hands, or frame your left foot, come into a lunge or lift up your back heel. Exhale, downward facing dog. Check in with yourself, see how you're feeling. Expanding through the back of your heart space, that space in between your shoulder blades. Take a steady breath in. And exhaling, lower your knees to the mat. So all find child's pose for a few breaths. Bring the big toes to touch. Knees can be wide or together. Relax your forehead to the mat wherever you are. If that means you have to lift your hips a little bit, that is okay. You may want to bring your arms down by your sides. So your fingertips will be down towards your feet. That feels more comfortable for your shoulders, and please do that. You feel more comfortable through your forehead if your arms are out in front of you, that is cool too. Release the weight of your head. Release the weight of your shoulders and your arms. Soften. Relax your jaw. And tune into your breath. And close down your eyes if that feels good. Just find comfort wherever you are. Slowly making your way up. Placing your hands underneath your shoulders. Finding tabletop hands and knees. Cool. We're going to move into pigeon pose from here. This is the act of being expansive before we move into sleeping pigeon. It's an act of surrender or soft being when we do move into sleeping pigeon. If you're familiar with pigeon pose and you wish to move into it from down dog, you're welcome to. I'm going to move into it from tabletop. You're welcome to join me do that. Just straighten your right leg out behind you. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right wrist crease. Lowering it down. You may want to wiggle that left leg back. And that'll give us then the space to bring the right foot to the left side of your mat. So your shin is down. And the shin is kind of at a diagonal across the mat. Unless you've got super open hip. If this does not feel good for that right knee, then don't do this pose. Instead, you can do a reclining pigeon where we're just crossing that right ankle over that left thigh and lying down like that. If you're getting discomfort in the knee in pigeon, it's just, yeah, we don't want that. So before we make our way down into sleeping pigeon, we're going to take a few breaths just here. Finding your fingertips, bring them forwards if you need. Really feel supported through your lower back. And what can also help us feeling really supported is imagine we're trying to drag our legs in towards each other. So right knee hugging back towards left knee. And as we do this, you'll notice that your posterior chain, your back body will start to engage, especially the backs of your hips, your glute muscles, for example. Maybe even lifting your hands if that feels good. So we're making this really active. We're not interested in passiveness right here. This action of expansion can often require action and effort to begin with. We're trying to change, right? Trying to go against what our subconscious wants to do if that's to round forwards and contract. So take courage to do this. Then keep your legs hugging in towards each other. Let's bring our hands either side of that right shin. So your right hand will be on the fingertips of the right hand. It will place it to the outside of that right knee. And then the same with the left hand, will be just on the outside of your right foot. Stay light onto the fingertips of both hands. Can you lift the heart, roll your shoulders back, breathe in. And stay on your fingertips, keep your hands where they are. Bend your elbows and imagine trying to hinge forwards through the upper body from the hands. Inhale, come all the way back up, straighten your arms, lift the heart. And exhale, bend your elbows, hinging forwards. Just the elbows moving is helping us lower. One more time, breathe in, lift the heart, roll your shoulders back, lift the gaze if that feels good. And exhale, hinging forwards. This time, maybe bring your forearms in front of you, finding a half pigeon pose like this. Or maybe you're moving into a different variation of half pigeon. We're just bringing our hands all the way in front of us and relax our forehead to the mat. Wherever you are, make sure you can breathe. Make sure you can breathe easy, so your breath isn't kind of ragged or rushed or like you're trying to grit your teeth or anything like that. Find a space that feels comfortable. As comfortable as pigeon pose baby can be. Can you soften? Can you relax your shoulders? Can you relax your eyes, your forehead and your jaw? Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Make your way back onto your hands wherever you are. And we'll find tabletop or down dog if you prefer to come out. In down dog, I can just bend one knee then the other. Maybe shake that right leg out. In tabletop, we are going to shake that right leg out. So straighten it out behind you. Shake it out, good crazy, good wide out. So good around the ankle, the knee, the hip, whatever you feel like you need. Feels like heaven after being in half pigeon for a while. Relaxing your right foot down. We'll move to the other side. So straighten your left leg back behind you. Take a long breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your left knee to your left wrist. Drop the shin. Cross the shin over. So left foot is more on the right side of your mat. And just see how this side feels, because oftentimes one side has a very different experience to the other. If you need to miss this pose out, that is okay. You need to take reclining pigeon, that is cool. Wiggle that right knee back as much as you want to knee. Just tune into the shape of this pose for a moment. I know for me, my left side is always tighter, and if that's your experience too, that is okay. Maybe your right side is a little bit tighter, maybe this side will feel easier. Can we have this action once again of dragging, hugging our legs towards each other, left knee not actually moving, but having the energy, that intention moving back. The same with that right knee. Can you imagine it's drawing forward, so your knees are drawing in towards each other without actually moving them. It may then make it easier for you to lift your hands a little off the mat, because we're supporting our lower back by engaging our legs and our hips. You should really be able to feel that right now. You need to keep your feet on the mat, that is all good. Just keep that engagement going. Then expansion takes effort to begin with. But boy, is it worth the effort. Fingertips to the mat. Left fingertips just on the outside of your left knee, just the left of that. Right fingertips in, you can see again, maybe to the outside of your left foot, or maybe to the outside of that left mat, the right side of your mat, wherever you are. Breathe in, lift the heart, roll shoulders back, look up. And exhale, bend your elbows down, your fingertips, hands stay where they are, just hinge forward. Chin to chest, slowly rise all the way back up. Head is the last thing to lift. And exhale, hinge forward. One more time, breathe in, lift the heart, lift up, straighten your arms, roll your shoulders back. And exhale, bend your elbows, hinge forward, and find maybe your forearms. Maybe it's your forehead. Wherever feels comfortably uncomfortable for you. And see wherever you are, if you can keep purpose in this pose. Cultivate in the opposite too. See if you can soften the spaces that do not need to be active. Maybe that's your shoulders. Maybe it's your face. See if you can maybe relax your facial features. What can you let go of to help you expand? Slowly walk your hands in underneath your shoulders. And make your way back to our last tabletop or our last down dog. Again, shake that left leg out wherever you are. Go wild, it's so good. And then we'll make our way either down to seated or to lying down. Whatever it is that you feel like you need. You're going to come a little bit closer. Take a moment, just notice how you feel. And get yourself really super comfortable. If you're lying down, see if you can expand through the front body by relax your arms a little bit away from your sides, but turn your palms, they face up. One more time, an act of surrender, of expansion, of being open to grow. And if you prefer to stay seated, let's place our hands, our palms face up on our knees or on our lap. Take just a couple of moments here to breathe, to feel expansive. You feel like you've done a lot of good for yourself today. And when you feel ready, if you're not ready, then pausing for as long as you need. Take another 2, 3, 5, 20 minutes if you can. If you do feel ready to come back, maybe just notice the space around you through closed eyes. The contact points your body makes with the earth. The touch of your clothes and the air on your skin. Take some deeper breaths and just enjoy this ability to breathe a little bit more freely. And when you feel ready, coming back to your day. For just a moment here, consider what you can bring with you from this idea of contraction, expansion into the rest of your day. How do you want to expand? Or how do you need to contract? What can you let go of in order to move forward? I'll leave you guys just here for today. Namaste. Let me know if there is anything you need. I'm here for you guys. Have a beautiful, awesome day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.